Good morning. Good morning. Let's go. We're almost done. Happy Thursday. God bless. Good morning, folks. Let's go, y'all. Good morning. Is today Groundhog Day or is it tomorrow? I think today's Groundhog Day too, so y'all let me know how that works out. Good morning. So it's a good time. I think it might be a little early. Who's on? I want to give people a shout out. Good morning. So y'all make sure y'all let me know what happens for Groundhog Day. If we gonna get this nor'easter thunderstorm, winter storm or what? Marcus, man, congrats. I definitely want to spend some time giving shout outs, man, because it's Black History Month, and a lot of y'all have, even if you're not even one of my, if you don't happen to be black, I know a lot of people that I vibe with do a lot of good things in the community for folks, and Marcus is one of them. Man, look him up, NLG. He does sports training for young folks, get them ready for college, but it ain't just about sports, man. He get them boys in school. He get them in school, y'all, so they going to college, man. Y'all get up with Marcus, man. What's up, Avita? Good morning. Avita got a superstar in her hands, man. My nephew is going to the next level, man. Tell him Mel said what's up. Good morning, y'all. Look, God bless. It's time to get the day started. It is, of course, it's Thursday. That means we're almost there. There might be some things you wanted to get done this week. And, let's go. Let's get focused. You got, if anything, what's up, Jowsy? What's up, Uncle Dell? If anything, what happens is there's a lot of things you want to accomplish throughout the week. And as you get closer to the end of the week, hopefully we're knocking those things off the list. Now, if that doesn't happen, then you still have to keep in mind, you just got to reset. There's still one thing that might be the most important in these last 2 business days of the week that you got to get finished. So at least focus on whatever that next one thing is that you got to get done. Okay, so I'm going to turn this music down a little bit because I got a quote for you guys. I got a quote for you guys for, of course, Black History Month. Just give me a second. All right, turn it down just a little bit. Okay. So, yeah, Friday Eve, we almost made it. We almost there. Yeah, I want to give people shout outs. Jowsy, man, what's up, man? Jowsy's a man of the law, man. And he a community, a servant of the people. And thanks, man. Uncle Dell, he get out here, he work with these young men. He get them into college too. He's here in Maryland. Look, so my quote is from Malcolm X, and this quote does require more of a serious tone because I think it's really relevant for today's time. He says, and listen up, y'all. The irony of this is that there's unity in this quote. Let me show you. He says, I believe that there will ultimately be a clash between the oppressed and those who do the oppressing. I believe that there will be a clash between those who want freedom, justice, and equality for everyone, and those who want to continue the system of exploitation. I believe that there will be that kind of clash, but I don't think it will be based on the color of skin. That was Malcolm X. Very interesting. Very interesting. I think I'll just let that one sink in because we could have a whole conversation on that quote alone. But I think what was one of the best parts in here, he says he believes the clash will be between these two groups, the oppressed and those who do the oppressing. I know a lot of black, white, brown. I know people of all colors that's oppressed right now. So y'all think about that. The clash will be between those who want freedom, justice, and equality for everyone, and those who want to continue the system of exploitation. Now, so let's focus on you, the individual, for a second. Fight against those who want to continue the system of exploitation. Don't allow yourself to be exploited. Know your value. Know your worth. Know your value. Know your worth. If you're gonna allow certain things to happen in your life, you know, just keep in mind that you're playing a hand in that. So that was an excellent quote by Malcolm X. All right, so here's something else I wanted to talk about. It's a lot going on right now, and I'm not willing to dedicate every one of my conversations in the morning to anything more important than wishing you guys well and helping put you guys on the right track. I realized that I went back and I listened to my very first video, and I said that I really want to do videos that are really about nothing but wishing everybody well and wishing that people can get out here and get to their dreams and goals. And then so as there are things that go on in the news, and I want to remain relevant. I want to talk about what's going on in the news and things of that sort, but I don't want to get too caught up in the noise, in the distractions. I can't get on here and litigate Trump's presidency the whole 4 years. You know, we got things to do. And so I can't. There are people who are, I will say this real quick. So Trump had a meeting yesterday. It's funny, right? Talked about him anyway. But Trump had a meeting yesterday in recognition of Black History Month. And so I think he had some of his staffers and insiders, whatever, come and meet with him. And then there was a statement that he had made. He had made a statement, and it was more of a gaffe that it appeared that he believed that Frederick Douglass was still alive. And here's what I'm saying, guys. Donald Trump. And I told you guys the other day, he gets away with being with political gaffes, grammatical gaffes. He's just not the greatest public speaker. I think that it was a gaffe more than anything else. I did read it. I've seen it. I think it was, I really believe it was a gaffe. But here's the greater point in that. There are people in that room who are close to him, who are brown, who I am hoping and praying that you guys, I'm speaking to people in that room, take advantage of the position you have. As the gentleman was saying on CNN last night, his seat at the table, he was bragging about having it. Well, take advantage of it, and y'all be that voice that y'all can. And you know, more power to you. But for me and what I'm trying to do, I got followers and we got missions. We got something that we trying to do. And I'm going to get back to you guys as an individual. I got to ignore the noise and the distractions of following every gaffe and every mistake that this guy makes. And I'll pay attention to the big policy implications, and I'll keep you guys informed, trust and believe. But this goes for y'all too. Ignore. I want you guys, let me turn this down a little bit. This beat is dope. I want you guys to ignore the noise in your lives. If it's especially the things that are outside of your control, don't get too caught up in it. Because certain things are distractions. Y'all remember that game Asteroid? And basically you're like this thing and the asteroids are just flying at you. And basically your whole goal is to weave and destroy the asteroids that are in your path, but keep it moving. And so you don't give attention to every single asteroid, right? You kill the ones that are in your path. You blow up the ones that are in your path, and you keep it moving. So there are certain things that are distractions that you can let pass you by, that aren't worth your while, that aren't worth your time and emotional energy, that are distracting you from your goal. We have to be able to recognize noise for noise and not be distracted, and pay attention to things that are of greater, importance in our lives. And on a federal level, I mean, you're going to look at policies that would affect us and affect you in a federal level, from that sense. But mostly the things that impact us are involved in our everyday lives, the things within a 5 to 10 mile radius in our communities. And so about community. No, let me stay on just you for a second. Um, I wrote on the board, I wrote ignore the noise, and then I put stay grounded, stay centered. Um, there's gonna be so many distractions, guys. Stay grounded, stay centered, because that's when you're at your best. You have to, and I can't claim to speak to every single person and each and every one of you. That's why I do speak in some of the general terms. But here's the thing: what works for you, right? Everybody's a little different. So what helps you get centered? What brings you back to a good space? Good point, Carl. Good point. But that's not the distraction. That's not falling for the distraction of, oh, he made a gaffe and said a statement that looked like one thing when it was probably more or less, you know how I feel about his 7th grade speech pattern. But yes, Sessions, Devos, and Tillerson all got approved. They all got confirmed for their seats. Hey man, listen, and when Barack Obama got elected, there was a huge population, a huge number of people who weren't happy about it, and I'm not saying that we shouldn't be unhappy. What I'm saying is that there is a population of American citizens who are feeling pretty good about these choices, and as America as a whole, unfortunately, this is what we chose, and sometimes you gotta let people's plans play out and see what happens. We're not going to be able to, unless they all do something completely unethical or unlawful, they're not going to lose their positions, or unless they piss off their boss, who will fire them on spot without cause. But hey man, that's the bed they made. If they want to have 4 years of walking on eggshells, then so be it. But what works for you? What works for you? Some people read, some people take walks. Some people like music and they just get into their meditation. But you got to find things that are going to be able to. And here's a good one, and I'm not necessarily a fan of it, and it's simple, right? But some people are really big on, either having keeping headphones on them, or either keeping like a tablet for like a nook, because people read a lot during the day. Throughout the day, I like to be present when I'm out and about. I try not to be walking around so much with my head down on the phone all the time. But if that's something that literally helps you ignore the noise, right? You put on some headphones and you just go. You just forget all the distractions. Then do that. Don't let the distractions pull you away from what's important. Okay, so here's another point I'm gonna make today. I was just flicking through the channels last night, and one of my new favorite movies came on, which was Draft Day. And in Draft Day, it's Kevin Costner, the Cos. He's the actor in that movie. In Draft Day, he has he has a decision. He's about to draft a player. The draft is coming up. He's to pick a guy, and there's all this controversy, and there's imagine the pressure of being the person who has to pick the team's #1 draft pick, or their first draft pick. So anyway, long story short, and I'm gonna blow the movie for you guys. So if you planned on seeing Draft Day, too bad, it's been out for years now. So long story short, at the end, he drafts a particular guy, and in his pocket, funny, I said this the other day, even keep a sticky note with you. In his pocket, on a sticky note, he wrote the guy's name, and then he wrote "no matter what." And then they did a flashback, and they showed that he wrote that way before the draft, even right when scouting had just started. He wrote the man's name. He wrote "no matter what." There are some things that you have to dedicate to your life that you're going to say to yourself, "no matter what." And no matter what, the decision came. He even had an opportunity to pick somebody else that was projected higher, that would have been of more value, that a better player. But this man had decided no matter what. He has stuck to his guns, and that's what mattered to him. And that's what we got to do, each and every one of us. You got to find out what it is you're going to do for yourself, or what it is that what your next move is going to be. And if it's something that you're serious about, get yourself a sticky note, write that goal down, write that action down, and then write under it, write no matter what. And then you make sure that happens. You keep that with you. You put it on in your wallets. When you open it up, you see it, no matter what. Keep that goal right in front of your face and be mindful of it. And I'm telling you, I think it's like an energy thing. You keep that on you, you keep that goal on you, you keep that notebook with you, you write down these things, you speak these things into existence. I'm telling you, there's a power in it. But this is simple though. This isn't even so much a supernatural kind of thing. This is more or less holding yourself accountable and giving yourself basically, you're just flagging this. It's an action that you're flagging for follow-up for a later date, and you're going to just stick to it no matter what. So just chew on that. I think that's just such a cool concept to just, force yourself to like the ultimate level of accountability, where you lock yourself into a decision, or you say, no matter what, I'm going to go on vacation this year, and you do everything to make that happen. No matter what, I'm going to finish my degree this year, and you do everything. You don't have to have a no matter what attitude about everything. You don't have to be a person walking around here like, man, I said that, no matter what. No. But there are certain things that you got to dedicate and hold to such a high level of priority in your life that it becomes a no matter what. So it's funny how things come to me that I want to share with you guys, but I think it's just like little life gems, just like little life hacks that help get our day started. You're going into the day. This is the warm up. We're trying to figure out how we're going to have a successful day and end our week right. There might be something that you got to get done today, and you just go ahead and write those 3 words next to it, and I guarantee you make that thing happen. And then we're going to be in the home stretch. Tomorrow we're going to talk about fun. We're going to talk about having a great weekend and figuring out a great way to celebrate Black History Month. Probably go see a good movie. Folks, so if you guys still have, there are people putting up quotes, please share, quotes or little moments in history. I want you guys to flood this just in with moments in history from Black History Month, or however you're celebrating it. Please post on there. That's fine by me. Please share the warm up. I am going to be creating a page for the warm up, and that's just coming soon. It'll be a Facebook page, but it'll be where like they're all the warm ups are just housed there. I need some writers for this just in. So if anybody wants to blog, it can be something simple. Got something simple, something quick that you want to share. 3 points, 5 points, 7 points, whatever. Let me know. And that's it. Oh. All right, guys. So there is something I wanted to comment on, just because this just in. It just happened yesterday. So Beyonce and Jay-Z are having twins, and I'm going to say congratulations. I know it's a lot of hate going on out there. I don't know what that's all about, but I told y'all I think that hate stuff is weird. They're having twins, so congratulations to Beyonce and Jay-Z. I think that's dope. That's it, man. Y'all get out here and y'all have a great Thursday. Change the world. Be an impact. Stay focused. Ignore the noise. Let's recap. Ignore the noise. Stay grounded. Find out what works for you. And do all those things no matter what. And everything is going to work out just fine. God bless y'all. Y'all have a good one, and I'll holler tomorrow.